Hello and welcome to Prison Architect Alpha 24. This time the devs have decided to add a new espionage system to the game. Basically, meaning you can have new confidential informants inside your prison's walls to get the latest gossip and what's going on. You know, basically you can find out where contraband is, where people are going to throw contraband in, where people are digging tunnels with spoons. Actually, breaking news! Spoons can no longer be collected from the canteen by prisoners. I say collected because that's basically what they did. They didn't steal them, they just walked out with them. So, everyone weep and cry a little bit because there's not going to be as many spoons or forks in the prison anymore. Shame. No, it's not. Anyway, new confidential informant system. It basically means you can employ your prisoners and they will tell you what's going on in the prison. Now, to be able to get a confidential informant, I'll quickly pause the game, they have to have a certain condition for them to want to become a confidential informant, because no prisoner is going to truly want to become a confidential informant, because they might be bludgeoned to death or shanked by their fellow inmates who think they are a confidential informant. Not the best way to go. So, prisoners might become or might be willing to become a confidential informant in exchange from released from a long stint in solitary. So, like these people, we'll have a check in a moment. Or if they're suffering from withdrawal symptoms, from drug abuse, or they're suppressed from heavy treatment, you know, being beaten by guards because they've done something wrong. So, in that cases, they may become a confidential informant. Now, to be able to hire a prisoner as a confidential informant, you need to go into the contraband screen, and there's a new thing under informants. Now, this will show you, one, how many confidential informants you've got in your prison, and who they are, and how suspicious the fellow inmates are of their confidential informingness. And it'll also show you the people who are potential confidential informants, or CIs. So these three people who are in solitary are currently the only three people that are tempted to be a confidential informant. So you can't actually... I keep hovering over that, it takes me over there. You can't actually select them from this screen. You have to come out of this screen and click the people. And on their experience tab, it'll have this big recruit informant button, of which you press, and it'll flash at you. Confidential informant. It'll also tell you on their tooltip, if you hover over them, that they are confidential informant, in yellow at the bottom there. Cool! So, now we can go into our contraband menu and informants, and it'll show us the green ones are our active confidential informants, and the yellow ones are our potentials. And this little red bar shows them how suspicious they are. Now, the coverage means how much of your prison is covered by that informant, and it will decrease by the number of informants you have. So, if you have 5 of them, the percentage of the next person will be like 30-something and then 20. So basically it diminishes over time, so you can't have a whole coverage, or you can, but it's... yeah, you'll find out. Now, you have the option to activate your confidential informant. What that means is they will be taken by a guard into a security office. So if we go to our confidential informant who was here... where's he gone? Ah, is this him? Nope. 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 I've got to go back to my contraband screen and find out where he's gone. There he is. Right, now he should be being escorted by a guard. There we go. To the security office, which is this big building here. Now, he's being escorted by a guard so we can cover up the fact that he's a confidential informant, because his fellow inmates are probably going to be fairly hacked off if they find out that he is. Ooh, narcotics. Yay! So... if we just speed up time a little bit and get him into the security office, he'll be dumped inside here somewhere. Where are you going to put him? Right in the middle. You're going to show him everything. Great. Great idea. You're going to put him in the middle of a console, and he's just going to wander... Don't wander back. Okay, well, let's have a look at our thingy screen. I don't know why he left. I think that might be a slight bug. So let's go to informants. And... let's activate him again and see if this works. Might be a slight bug. Who knows? Attempt number 2. Can someone go pick him up and put him back in the security office, please? Thank you. That's it. Take him in. Lock the door. Stay. Okay, there we go. Now he's stuck there. I don't know why, for some reason, they just let him walk out. Okay, so back in Informants now. While he is in the security office, as you can see, it's gone red, which means that he is now more suspicious, because obviously he's not doing his daily duties as other prisoners might, you know, he might have a friend in the workshop, and he hasn't turned up for work, so they're becoming more suspicious of him, and his suspicion bar is going up. And it also says he is active, and you can have the option to deactivate him. Now, as you can see, a load of new little things have popped up all over the prison. For example, this person has a lighter on them, and this person has a syringe on them. Lovely. And actually, there's quite a little few blobs all over the place. And we've also been told that that a mobile phone is going to be chucked over this wall. It was arranged 26 hours ago by that person. Now, that might mean that he's already picked it up, or he's going to attempt to go and pick it up. But we can then go and search people. Now, if we search people while he is active, it means that his suspicion is going to increase. Because he obviously knows that they've got him, and they probably know that he knows that they've got him, and then suddenly they're being searched. Now, if you search an entire cell block, or well, if you search the entire prison, then it doesn't really matter. But if you search an entire cell block, it only counts as one suspicious activity by you, the architect. Now, any suspicious activities include anything when you click on the prisoner and you manually get the guards to do something. So that's how that works. And obviously, if you do this, so if I go into contraband again and have a look, right, so you've got something on you, you've got something on you. I'm just going to search you, and I'm going to... Where was the other guy? Was it in the toilet? Was it in the toilet? That's utilities. What am I clicking? Oh, no, it's in his bed. Okay, right. So here, we'll search the cell. And can we find someone else? You've got a bottle of whiskey. You've got some stuff in here. Let's click off at that. Right, search you. That's your cell. Search prisoner. There we go. And I think it's either in the bench or it's in him. So let's search him and his cell. And let's search that bench. Yeah, we can't. Anyway, right. Now let's have a look at his suspicion. There we go. His suspicion is now full, which basically means he's going to die. Yeah. Now that's a bad thing, because obviously he's going to die. But if we deactivate him now, his suspicion will slowly decrease. But obviously, a lot of people have suddenly twigged to the fact that actually he's an informant. Now, what would probably be best for his life would be to go and take him and put him in another cell somewhere that no other prisoners are around him. But that's, you know, why would we do that? Well, we do that because we want to keep hold of our informant, but to be honest, he's probably blown and isn't much use for us. So, when a guard is not around, the likelihood is that they are going to kill him. Now, we'll probably have to wait until shower time for maximum security, so that's in about... Ooh, actually, where is he? Just in case we miss it. I don't know where he's gone. I think he's sat in there somewhere. Regime... It's coming up. No, it's not. They don't have shower in the afternoon anymore. Why am I so cruel? Where is he? I've actually completely lost him. He's there. Right, okay. We'll keep an eye on him, and we'll see what happens. While we're doing that, I'm going to quickly go over a few of the new things that have been implemented. Servos can now be set to close on trigger, which means they close when you trigger them instead of opening. Power switches can be turned on and off by an incoming wire connection. Can I just set to follow you? I don't think I can. Right, I'll just keep you highlighted. There's a load of things of rendering the wire system in utility. Oh god. Oh, he's there. Yeah, there's no. Oh, and they killed him. Well, I told you it was gonna happen, and it did. And now he's dead. And shucks. What is that? Is that a shotgun shell? Did someone shoot him? Or is that the taser discharge? Well, anyway, there you go. He was a confidential informant, and he's now dead because of it. So you have to be quite careful in that respect. Rendering of wires. As you can see, there is not just a load of wires all over the place. This is good, although my frame rate has just died. Instead, they are rendered like this. If you hover over them, they'll show you all of the wire connections. Or if you go show wires, they will show you all of the wire connections. And it's been increased in its, what's the word for it? Speed of rendering. Yes. There are also new objects, such as pressure pads, which obviously trigger electrical things, so you could trigger servos with pressure pads. And there's also the status light, which lights up either red or green, depending on the signal that the light is receiving. So I suppose you could stick this on a, let's say you have a yard with some doors at each end. You can put some lights there to show if the yard is open or closed. There are many different things you could probably implement with those status lights. Contraband is now only kept in the save file for a maximum of 7 days, which means you don't get a bajillion little dots all over the prison, which is kind of sad, but it also means that the save file is smaller, which is also good. As I've said before, spoons and forks are no longer in the canteen, which is pretty pooey. Also, when multiple objects are in a single square, you can now cycle between them using the tab button. That's quite a useful one. Now, the other major change, which has been implemented in Alpha 24, is the modding system. Now, I'm not a mod, so I can't tell you much about the modding system. From what I've deduced from the changelog, they've added the ability to basically implement anything into the game. So, if you wanted to add, say, a... Now my creative side has got to work, and it's taking time. A flower patch. Wouldn't that be nice? Yay! Who knows why? Probably a vegetable patch. That's the one the actual devs have implemented just to show that you can do it. And you can add jobs and new needs and new grants. Grants was already implemented, but you can basically change everything in the game, which is fairly awesome, and I'm pretty sure we'll see some freaking epic mods appear, and you can access them via the Steam Workshop. I won't show you now, just because I want to try and keep this video as short as possible, but I'm sure you will figure it out. Someone has made a video somewhere in the interwebs which explains it all in lots of detail. If I find one, I'll link it. That's if I remember. So, thank you for watching this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, favorite, and share. All of that amazing and awesome stuff you can do. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!